I think part of that process is really just checking your own assumptions when you go into these communities, with no matter how much theory you've read.
Yeah, I think done are the days where you go into indigenous communities like anthropologists did in the 1700s and 1800s and extracted, researched, and preserved them and thought that indigenous people were somehow vanishing, right? Very much gone are those days. Now indigenous nations are oftentimes very particular about who they work with. They want to see that you're interested in working with the nation for the long run, that you have an actual education. I mean, people start with negative 100 knowledge on indigenous peoples. So peoples who are coming just straight to the nation and saying, I'm going to do this work and I'm going to do this, are going to see the door, right? You need to be sure that you're understanding the deep history and sitting with the land and sitting with the people and knowing that doing a research project with indigenous nations often means that you're committing to a very long-term relationship with them. So you really need to understand what you're getting into, but also understanding that it is really rewarding and that the benefits of it are really important. Definitely for the indigenous people if you're working with them correctly and compensating and enabling kind of reciprocal practices, but also making sure that you're using the protocols that they've set in place. Is it important for you to give gifts? We do give a lot of, it's a stereotype, but we do like to give a lot of gifts to one another to maintain different types of relationships, because those become currents that keep our relationships intact and show that we're coming in with a good heart and with good care. And returning that data also becomes a type of gift in and of itself, because it leads to generations and generations of people who can know themselves better, right? And the more we know about ourselves and the more we know about land and we know more about objects as object-oriented peoples is really critical.